everyone, welcome back to another week rotations video. We're now on week, I think 18 or 19. My weeks kind of blending together on this series that started since the beginning of the year, showing you everything I've worn all through the week from Sunday through Saturday, sometimes Monday through Saturday, day or night, work night, at home, wherever I'm doing, just to show you everything I'm wearing. Sometimes it's designer, sometimes it's niche, but a lot of times it's gonna be cheapies because that is what I enjoy collecting and what this channel is about. But starting off with the first day of the week, on the work day of the week, I wore one that I actually opened up in a recent rack store haul, which I didn't get to upload. I didn't get to upload this last video, but those of you who are watching this, you'll know at least what the next video coming up is. It's a rack store haul where I found some at either Ross or TJ Maxx, and this is one I wore. I'm not gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna show you what it is though. It is Chrome by Zorro. This is the Eau de Parfum. Really enjoyed this one. Again, not gonna talk a whole lot about it. You'll just have to watch the video coming out this coming Friday when I open it for the first time, and I'll explain to you what I thought about it then. And later on, when I wear it again, I'll talk about it, but really, really good. Really enjoyed this one. And what I wore that night had some stuff to do at my church and at home and stuff every night this week. It's been super busy, which is also why I didn't get to upload Friday, because I didn't get to finish editing the video. But it's one that I bought because of a hype, and I don't know if I still really like it or not because it's not what I expected. And not that it's bad, but I'll explain a little bit. It is by Polo, and it is blue, Polo blue, but the gold blend. This is sometimes referred to as like the best blue flanker, or Polo blue flanker besides deep blue. I think there's also, of course, the new Parfum, which I really, really want. And there's another blue flanker I think that people really like as well, maybe the sport one. But yeah, this one has been hyped up a lot as being the smoothest, best quality, the deepest, the richest, the way better one. And I do really like it, except it does not perform that well on me. It has a lot of woodiness, a lot of spiciness, a lot of spices, very sharp citric opening, not really sweet, very slightly, a little bit of that blue aquatic oceanic freshness in there, but a lot of woodiness, and it has a nice note of incense, which adds a little bit of depth and mysterious factor to it. It is an amazing profile, but I just wish it performed better. It does not last that long on me, maybe like 3 hours that's noticeable, and then with a very medium to intimate projection. Maybe I just got a very bad bottle because it was out of stock, I think either on FragranceNet or Fragrance Buy where I got it, and I put in for them to email me, let me know it was in stock, and as soon as it's in stock, I bought it. But for some reason, this one is not doing it for me. Maybe it's the batch code, the bottle, something, who knows? So I may end up selling this one off or just putting it on the back burner and not wearing it that much and finding something else that's similar, like the Parfum flanker, which I really, really like, and I'm probably more likely going to get that one to replace this. But it's a nice profile, just not really, you know, the best performing, and that's what kind of ranks it a little lower for me for some reason. But yeah, still good, very classy, very well dressed up. If you could find a batch or version of this that performs better, it's definitely worth it. Just might be a little difficult finding this one in stock. The next one is one that I have not seen a whole lot about, except maybe at some like fragrance outlets and now popping up at rack stores like TJ Maxx. It is by a company called Orientica, and this one is called Exclusive Oud, and this is the emerald version. And maybe you've seen these around. I know sometimes they're on some online discounters, but I've seen a lot of this brand at fragrance outlet. Mainly, there's one they have called Amber Rouge, which is a very popular one. It smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. It does smell very high quality, and now it's popping up at TJ Maxx for like $49.99, very ornate bottle, looks amazing. But the first time I really started seeing this brand, there's another one besides this one, but I decided to pick this one up based off of the scent profile when I looked it up online. Really, really like it. You can definitely tell it's going for like an Al Haramain, like their exclusive for their Amber line, whichever one, their Oud line, because it has a very similar, you know, the plate and then the colored glass and things like that. Very hefty cap. Everything's a really good quality, a great atomizer as well. This is a very, very, as the color would tell you, very, very green fragrance. It's very aromatic, very fresh, has a good bit of, like a little bit of a spiciness, a little bit of a muskiness as well, a little bit powdery, dries down being very woody. It's a very classy fragrance. Like I said, very herbaceous, and this has a lot of similarities that people say to Creed's Europa, which is also referred to a lot as being one of the better Creed fragrances, you know, the more unique ones, the ones that people rank a whole lot, especially those enjoying classic style fragrances. A lot of people say this is very similar to Green Irish Tweed as well. It's a little bit that way, but I think it's closer to things like Europa. It's very, very nice. It actually didn't perform as good on me as I was hoping. It did have a good bit of, you know, longevity for about like an average, like 5 to 6 hours with a medium, and as it dried down to the day, it got more intimate, but the profile stayed pretty well. It smells great in the air, a little bit cheap up close, especially if your nose gets too used to it. Certain notes get canceled out, but overall, it's really, really good. I think I only paid like $39.99 for this too. It's, like I said, great quality, great blend, especially the opening, the first half of the fragrance smells amazing. Very, very good. It has a little bit of that creed uniqueness as well, so maybe that's what they were going for. But yeah, if you happen to find any more from this company, Orientica, if I can say that right, definitely recommend trying them out. It's really, really good. That nighttime, I had other stuff to do. I decided to wear one that I haven't worn in a while, but I know it's hyped, especially in the cheapy community by Banana Republic. It is called Midnight Hour. This is one that is, I've talked about before because I've talked about this one in another week rotations video. Their version or inspiration of Creative Ventus, but with an added oud and mango note, making it a little more tropical in the opening. It is very fruity, sweet, citric. You still get a lot of that Creative Ventus opening. Dries down immediately, start being very musky, woody, a little smoky. That oud isn't really too noticeable. Maybe if you spray a ton on, you might notice a little bit of like an oud kind of funk, designer kind of style. But overall, it smells like Creative Ventus with a kind of more tropical spin on it. But yeah, very, very nice. It dries down, like I said, very woody, a little darker, which is why probably Midnight Hour goes good with this, but you can easily wear this in the daytime. Perfect for all year round, really, especially in the spring and summertime. Really, really good. Performance on this one is not bad either. I mean, it lasted probably about 5 to 6 hours, maybe, with a medium and intimate projection, but still really, really good. The quality on this too is amazing, especially for, I think I picked this one up for around like $25, maybe a little less than that. So really, really good. Absolutely love this stuff. So good. That Wednesday, it was a warmer day, and I haven't worn this in a while, but I need to get this out, and as soon as I run out of this smaller bottle, I'm gonna get a way bigger bottle because I love it. It's been a hype beast, cheapie in the fragrance community for years, ever since it came out. It is by Mont Blanc, and it is Legend Spirit. Me and my small 30 ml bottle. I do want to get a 50 or 100 ml, not the 200 ml, because I don't know if I'd ever use it, but this stuff is great. It is so, so likable. It is very top on that bubblegum sweetness with a nice grapefruit note, very citric, very fruity, with a good bit of a muskiness, aquatic, watery freshness that comes in and keeps it very fresh and light all the way through. This thing, like I said, is just super, super enjoyable. Probably more for the youthful side of, fragrance collectors, those who are more, young. But I think, what, middle-aged or older guys, if you want to wear this one, wear it and rock it, because it still is super enjoyable. Compliment getter, easy to wear, especially in the super high heat, which we haven't gotten here yet, but it has been a little warm. It will still rock very well. Amazing performance as well, like a medium loud projection for majority of the fragrance, and it lasts like easily up to 6, almost a little over 6 hours, like 6+ or so. Really, really good. Absolutely love it. Still worth buying. Of course, very similar to like the Invictus style. A lot of people say it's similar to Invictus Aqua, the 2016 version. Haven't got a chance to smell that, or even the new 2024 redo release, or even the 2018 release, but I do get the Invictus kind of style in this, and it's amazing. Definitely recommend this one. It's not hyped for no reason. Really, really good. That nighttime, I wore one that is from Scent Trunk. I think I've talked about it before because I love Scent Trunk stuff and I want to get more from them. It is a travel size I got from them because I didn't have a way of sampling the specific one. Thought it was very interesting just by the note breakdown. It is called Simmer Dim, and you are ready for a nice little a little noise action, like the little sound effect on this, and another one on that one. Really, really interesting fragrance. I think the dry down of Mont Blanc actually played into this one because it matched so perfectly well. This is a very oceanic, not really oceanic, but musky, aquatic, almost mineralic style fragrance that has a nice ambery, sweet dry down. It's very, very interesting. It's supposed to be like you're at a large in Scotland on the cliffside as you're standing over the cliffs with the water underneath rushing up. You have at sunset, and you have just that warm feel from the sun and the freshness from the, the water coming up mixed with the rock mineralic earthiness that comes up with it. It's a very, very interesting fragrance. It has almost like a petrichor kind of smell. So for those of you out there who want something that smells like, wet, cement or wet asphalt or wet rock, like a petrichor smell after it rains, this is probably the closest you can get to it while being also very enjoyable as well. Very, very interesting, nice stuff. I mean, it is an indie and niche house. The cheaper side is probably when you're going to buy the sample or the travel sizes for like $20 or so, and the I think the small 30 mils for like 50 to 60, and the 100 mils are like like a little over $100. But still, great quality, absolutely wonderful stuff. Very, very unique, and worked perfectly the rest of the night. It actually lasted on my clothes even until the next day, and on my skin almost until the next day past nighttime. Really good performer, and it's a very natural smell as well. It's not going to like stand out or be super powerful. It's going to be a very, like I said, a very very environmental smell. Like it just smells natural, like it's supposed to be there. Very, very unique. I highly recommend again to check out this company. Very good stuff. That Thursday, decided to wear another one from Banana Republic that I absolutely love. It's probably one of my favorite renditions of the Silver Mountain Water DNA. It is by Banana Republic. It is Metal Rain. I absolutely love this one. I think I had this one in either my spring or summer cheapest video of last year. I really love this one. Very green, aromatic, a little fruity sweet, but not too much. That tea note in there as well, that metallic muskiness, but not too inky. It is definitely more smooth, more rounded than Club de Nuit Sillage, more enjoyable, even though I think Sillage probably the closest to the actual profile Silver Mountain Water and probably better performing than this as well. This is still very enjoyable. I've gotten compliments with this one as well, even the first time wearing it, like when I first got it a year or so ago, got compliments with it my first day wearing it. It's a wonderful profile. Like I said, probably my favorite renditions of it because it is so smooth. You don't have the harshness of that inkiness in there. You get a nice, almost ambery, warm dry down, a little bit of woodiness in here, a little bit of freshness as well. I've always attributed this as being something you could wear like on a rainy or overcast day. Just something that lifts up very well, but easily worn any time of the day or night, spring or summertime, maybe even fall as well. Basically whenever you wear Silver Mountain Water. But this is absolutely incredible. The profile and quality is just amazing for the price. I think I actually picked this one up for like $29.99 at a Ross, which is great, fantastic, yeah. And a really good performer as well. I think this lasts like medium loud projection for majority of the fragrance and lasted me in like 6 hours or so. So really, really good. Can't recommend this one enough. If you like Silver Mountain Water, but you wish there was a different kind of take or something that was easier to wear than Club de Nuit Sillage, I definitely recommend this one here. Then that nighttime, again, had more stuff to do at my church and at home and decided to wear another one. That's a Hype Beast cheapie in the fragrance community because it is cloning a discontinued fragrance. It is by Lattafa and it says Sucra. This is one, of course, smells like Acqua di Gio Profumo, but with a little bit of a differentiation to it. It is very aromatic, very classy, mature as well. A little bit of that aquatic mineralic style that Acqua di Gio has, but adds in incense smokiness, a little darker aspect in there, very woody on the dry down. Absolutely wonderful. I mean, this is a very classy scent. Easily guys, you know, younger or older, especially older guys who want something that's like a good signature for the spring through fall time. This is a wonderful one to get. I mean, I wore this a whole lot and I can't help but feel very classed up as well. And it's easy to wear. Not gonna be the loudest projector and performer, which is kind of good for the profile. Unless you really want something like that, then you might need to spray a lot more on. But I think it's a very, you know, nice medium Goldilocks kind of performer where it actually has a good bit of longevity, like 6, maybe 6+ hours, depending on, of course, how you wear it, and about a fair medium projection for majority of the fragrance. Really, really good. Not gonna be the closest clone to Acqua di Gio Profumo. I do have something back here by Parfums Belcam, which is their Joe Black, which I think is closer to Profumo, but it doesn't perform as good as this one and not really, I don't think, as fleshed out as this one here. But still, if you want something that's a good inspiration and similar to it, this is a really good one to go with. And it's really, really, really cheap as well. And then on that Friday, wore another one from Scent Trunk that I think I might have talked about before on my weekly rotations if I've worn it since then. If not, I've probably talked about it like in a live stream before. It is really, really good. Got a 30 ml of it. Really thought the scent profile was interesting, so I risked it getting a larger size than a travel atomizer. And I do really like it. It's very, very interesting. But it is called Salt. This is one that, even though it says salt in the name, it actually is a very spicy fragrance on top. So I like to say that this is my salt and pepper fragrance because it does have a good bit of peppery spiciness at the top. And a lot of saltiness as well. There's like a salt chord in here. I think it's meant to clone, or not clone, but like the retell the experience of like the salt plains, that you're in the salt plains, you smell the mineralic kind of ozonic, you know, airy smell that mixes in with the earthiness and a little bit of that, you know, spicy, not really spicy, but almost like sharp kind of salty feel that you smell when you inhale, like a little bit of that dust that comes up. It's very, very interesting. Like I said, Scent Trunk has a very like synesthesia kind of a factor to them, very similar to something like Imaginary Authors, but they're more of a less well-known house, very indie, but really, really good. This is, again, very fresh, ozonic, airy, spicy, with a little bit of a mineralic kind of feel to it. Something that is going to be another like second skin kind of scent thing where it's not going to smell like you're wearing a fragrance. It just smells like you've been somewhere and you have that kind of smell on you. but very, very good. It's a good performer as well. It lasted me like majority of my work day, like 7 hours, with a medium to intimate projection. It's probably not gonna be too loud that you spray a lot on, but because of the scent profile, you're not gonna wanna be too loud because this stuff can get very harsh very quickly, but still really, really interesting stuff. If you want something that smells like, again, salt and pepper, this is a good one to go with here. And then that Friday night, had a special event at my church with some things I'm involved in, which is why the whole week took a lot of time because we all prepared for this one night. But I wore one that I think fit the occasion perfectly. It was still a little warm outside, but cooling down. And this is one that's perfect for like the spring, cooler, almost warmer nights. It's really, really interesting. I talked about it recently when I did a comparison between it and the blue version of it. But it is by Rokos, and it is Rokos L'Homme Aromatic Touch. And again, I talked about before in that video, maybe I'll link it here if you get the chance to go watch it. I talk about more in depth, but you look at the bottle and you look at the name Aromatic Touch and you think this is gonna be something that is very aromatic, very green, herbaceous, overload, almost like how that one Emerald Oud by Orientica smelled, but it's actually not. This is a very woody forward fragrance with a good bit of a little bit of spiciness in there, that olibanum note adding a little bit of a warmth and almost smokiness in here, very similar to something that's like L'Insimus by Lalique, or maybe even in the same house, and very similar to things like, by Killian Straight to Heaven, in that same little ballpark area. A little bit of a sweetness in here as well, but I don't think it's attributed to any kind of boozy like rum note, unlike L'Insimus and Straight to Heaven, but it is very similar to those. But yeah, very, very woody forward, a lot of patchouli in this as well. If you don't like patchouli, you won't like this one because it does carry over very strongly. But this is an absolutely wonderful, high quality fragrance, better performing than the original L'Homme Rokos, the blue one. And that one's more fresh, citric, fruit forward, like sweet, but better performer than that one, way deeper, richer than that one. It's not gonna be redundant to own both if you wanna own both, but this one I think is my favorite because it does perform better and it's more in these style things that I like, which is a very woody, heavy fragrances, but something that you still wear in the springtime, definitely, fall, definitely, I think wintertime as well, and even in the summer, I think closer to like summer nights and things like that, because it is a little cooler, maybe even air conditioning, you can wear it in the daytime, but it's pretty almost all year round, but it is very classy, it is very dressed up, so I think of this as more like a special occasion, if I'm dressing up something nice, or going on a date with my wife, or going to hang out with, family at a gathering, or whatever like that, but something that's more dressed up, but you could still wear this casually if that is your tea. But absolutely love this stuff. Really, really interesting. Again, go watch that one video of mine where I dive deeper into it and talk about it, but still, this is really good and perfect for that nighttime. And it's also extremely cheap now, which helps a good bit. And then you have the things that I wore today on Saturday and even coming up tomorrow on Sunday, but I can't talk about those because those are ones that I ordered in to wear and kind of flesh out and understand and experience before I talk about them in future single fragrance reviews. And you're definitely gonna be tuned in for those because those are gonna be some really good ones. But again, guys, that's all I have to talk about, all the things I've worn through the week. Which of these do you really like? Do you own? Do you wanna hear me talk about more, or that you're more curious about? Let me know in the comments below. Or even if there's things that you've worn throughout the week that you think I should know about, maybe trying to get my hands on, that you think I enjoy, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you enjoy this video, please consider giving it a like and a thumbs up. Let me know to keep making videos just like this one and to keep on with these weekly rotation videos if you enjoyed them. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, but you do like what you see here or what you see elsewhere on the channel, I encourage you to please consider supporting the channel by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you can see when I upload more videos, because I have Monday weekly rotations, other things throughout the week, and main videos on Friday, and you definitely don't want to miss it. I'd love to have you ride along with me on this cheap fragrance journey, and hey, maybe I can even help you discover something new along the way. And as usual, guys, that's all I have for today. Again, thank you for being here and for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And as usual, I will see all of you again on the next video on Friday. Be blessed.